Go.
Hi, I'm Alan, and this is my 2005 Subaru STi. I bought it brand new in October of 2004, and it's been a fantastic car. It's always been garage kept. I don't smoke. I doubt there's ever been anyone in the back seat except for a handful of times. The car's in immaculate condition. There's some obvious signs that the car's been on the road for a while, but there's no major dings at all. In fact, the only noticeable scratch on the surface is just this part of the front end where something hit the rubber part of the front bumper. But aside from that, the car is about as good as you're going to find for an 05. I left it stock until January of 05. I had put 5,000 miles on it in a hurry because it was my new car, and I put the Cobb Stage 2, the access port, and the turbo back exhaust, and I left it like that for a long time. In March of 2006, I had reached 26,000 miles, so I decided to buy another car as my daily driver, and that's why it only has 47,000 miles now. It's never been to the track, never been autocrossing, unfortunately, and it's never been on the drag strip ever. I've seen too many videos where guys break their transmissions on the drag strip, so I was never going to risk that because it's $5 grand. In 2006, I went ahead and did a whole bunch of other upgrades, minor things that were just kind of cool. Stainless steel brake lines, polyurethane bushings in the transmission and the short throw shifter, and that tightened it up, made it more fun. Silcoline racing fluid in the transmission, the differentials, and the brake lines when I had the brake lines put in. And pretty much stayed like that until July of 08 when I did the rest of the upgrades. And I'll show them to you. Decided to have some fun with it and worked with the guys that helped me a lot with the car. This was all professionally done and professionally tuned at Cobb Tuning in Plano. We did a APS 525 front mount intercooler, APS blow-off valve, 850cc injectors. I've got the 70mm cold air intake, which is in the fender, which is really important in Texas because of how hot it gets in the summer. And a FP green it's the HTA green turbo, and it's been a blast. I didn't want to go over 20 pounds boost just because I wanted the motor to last an awfully long time. So you'll see on the dyno sheet that it's putting out 358 horsepower at the wheels, and obviously with this setup you could go way higher than that, but I wouldn't dare do that. Again, I wanted it to be as reliable as possible. And a ton of torque, about the same amount of torque, and it comes on full on max torque under 4,000 RPM. So it is a blast. It's very easy to drive, a lot of power. In 2008, I finally went through my stock front rotors and put in the DBA rotors, the 2500s, and Frodo brake pads on the front. So it stops really well. The tires are in real good condition. It's about as close to racing tires as you can get without actually having racing tires, because I really like the handling of the car. They're Bridgestone REO1s, and I've got 10,000 miles on those things, and they have probably 60–65% of the tread left. I have a couple of good pictures. Wheels are in great condition. Never been wrecked. I mean, the car's been amazing. And after I did the upgrades in 08, it never saw rain again. I've been really careful about that. And can't really think of anything else. Let me start it up, let you hear it. Still a little cold. goes. And the good gauge is put on too. There's my boost, exhaust temperature, and oil pressure. And I use the controller so you can record times, record anything you want to do. The only thing I've ever done is just record boost to make sure that I'm not over boosting. And it's got an alarm on it. That's pretty cool. The interior is about as perfect as you can get for an 05. The driver's side door has just a little bit, just where my foot's made contact over the years. But the fabric is all perfect on the doors, the passenger seat. The driver's side seat has just a tiny bit of wear on the side where the lumbar support is, where you get in and out. It's not too bad. That's pretty typical for this car. That's the only scratch I could find on the outside of the car that's really visible. And it's easy to fix with touch-up paint if you want to. Again, all the fabric is in great condition. Pretty much brand new back seats. Everything's been kept really clean. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. I've got my cell phone number on the post as well as my email. Just ask me any questions, I'll be open with you. I think I've covered just about all the major points. If you are curious about any other details, just give me a ring, and happy bidding. Someone's going to get a good car.